What made it worse is that the woman he cheated with knew we were together and pregnant. Your husband knew you were pregnant.
Yeah.
Your husband fucking knew. Who cares what she knew? You're with a piece of shit.
Oh.
Yes, the other woman, she's a piece of shit in her own. But he is to blame.
And welcome back to Give It To Me Straight.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Jon.
And we're your gracious
host.
Ta-da.
Ta-da-da-da.
So, if you're listening, we, God willing, have a baby, and this is the last episode that we've pre-recorded.
Wow.
So,
This is like Terminator. We're like talking into the future.
well, we are, because what's crazy is the next week for our listeners, like they'll get the updates on...
True. This is the last. Oh, because it's the last pre-recorded episode.
Correct.
Got
So
it.
like they don't have to wait for, like next week will be the updates about what our life has been
Look
like.
at us right now.
Yeah.
The next week you're gonna be like, holy fuck.
God, I know, like how much grayer is my hair going to be, the bags under my eyes, or are we just going to be glowing because we're just so happy to have a baby
bliss.
that's alive?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
This is why I hate speaking into the future. I'm just like, you never know.
Oh, which she's coming. She's coming. Oh man, yeah.
I know.
So I'm all yours today. I didn't write anything down. I don't have anything exciting to share. So we're just gonna.
What do you mean? You literally, we just came back from an OB appointment. And you go, I'm going to talk about that.
Oh yeah, one of our last OB appointments. They really get in you. They really get in you.
Yeah, try being me.
Try being my size, Amy.
You don't
know what it's like.
Yeah, I every time weekly for the cervical check, still not dilated at all. Every day I'm like,
your
oh,
OB saw me, so I stood.
Today's the day.
I stood by Alex's shoulder. I'm like, let me again not be in the front. I watched her go in. You know what it reminds me of? When like the horse vets come in and they like jam their fist in their
Jon.
ass.
All right, that's enough. That's
like, and I'm
Thank
like, oh
you.
my God.
Except the horses are built for a full fist. Like I can't take it. I'm like, I'm good. That's enough.
She didn't put her whole fist in there, and there's no way.
No, Jon, it was her fingers, but like the way that she reached so far, because she's a tiny girl. So, I mean, like her fingers, if I would be a great OB because I have long ass fingers. So they'd be like, oh, you need to touch my cervix? I'd be like, easy.
Watch my
boom.
twin, Andrew Schultz, stand up about his wife's IVF journey because he does a bit about this, and it's fucking hilarious. Look, let me just paint a picture. I'm standing by Alex's shoulders, and if you're watching, it looks like she was aggressive because there's the gown thing, and she goes in like this. She goes, like that. Like, if it's just her fingers, why is she?
I feel like just wait, because the next episode we're gonna be like, that was nothing. I'm gonna be like, that was nothing compared to what I'm about to go through and experience.
Probably because the OB looked up at me like, "Are you okay?" Basically, because my face, I was like this.
She looked at you as if, "Are you okay?"
Well, because I guess I was making a face like. I was uncomfortable for you. I was like, oof.
This isn't about you, Jon.
I'm just saying what we saw. We made eye contact.
Still,
I made a sound.
Still nothing compared to what I went through last year.
Okay.
I mean, truly, I just feel like that was the worst. Because at least, hopefully, again.
The difference is we both were crying then versus now.
Right, yeah. I'm getting, you know what? Let's just
I was having
move on.
phantom pains for Alex.
Last year?
No, even this. It's weird. It's just weird how like connected you could be to your partner because, not saying I'm in pain, but like it makes me sad, like seeing you grimace or in pain or whatever. I'm like, oh no. And I do this weird thing, like then I almost start crying. It's like a weird thing with my eyes. I don't know what it is in certain situations. She's talking about baby. I almost start crying because she's talking about. She's probably like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I don't know. Don't know what's happening." She's like, "Yeah." So did we talk about the Would she say like even when she brought up labor training or whatever? Would she say in the
just going into labor? You mean?
Yeah, she's like, "Did I tell you about your labor training?" I don't know what it is, and then I'm like, was getting teary eyed. Then I'm like, "Oh my God, it's happening."
I know because it really is so close. But
the unknown for us right now.
I love how though, like you are truly like, no. Let's wait until she comes. And I'm like,
let her bake.
I want her to come now. I'm doing everything that I can. I'm like, Stairmaster, level 100.
Alex did squats the other day. She's such a beast. Does squats the other day and she's like, oh my God, I'm like contracting. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, I was for sure having contractions, but doesn't matter. She fingered me. I'm 0% dilated. So
She was like, this is your cervix. And then she goes, I'm going to be that person. I'm like, you're in the good company. And she starts doing like the dick in the
she's like, can't get past. She's like,
Can't
you're
get past
very
that.
close.
If you're just listening, it's me trying to jam my finger into my fist, which is her cervix.
Yeah,
and,
he's giving a visual.
let's do a little lesson.
I don't feel like
I
it.
do. So if your cervix is 4 fingers thick,
Jon the OB.
that means that you ain't get it. She ain't getting there with the finger. She's trying to touch the head of your baby. And so you want it to get to 1 finger
I think
width.
you could touch the head of my baby, of your own baby.
That's too far.
We should. That can help induce labor.
Let's go.
Come on, Jon. Do your duties.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want, girl. But I'm fine with letting her bake. I know she's not in my body. But
she's fully cooked. That's the thing.
If we
She's
could
fully
just
cooked.
get through 3 more days of work, then she can come whenever.
I know, you're right. We do still have shit to do, but I'm just like, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when she's here.
We're going to be doing stuff up until the point she gets here. I'll also be doing some sort of dance in the hospital. I don't know.
She is fully cooked, so I wouldn't be mad if she exited.
Right.
Again, just because I still have stress around it. Like, I'm just like, she's alive, she's kicking, let's get her out. She's cooked, let's get her out. What are we waiting for? But, I know you're supposed to let them come.
I was telling Alex the other
ready.
day, it's like, from my perspective, now it's like every day I'm counting down, like, this is one less day. It's just me and Alex together.
And I'm at the point in pregnancy where I'm like,
Yeah.
let's fucking go.
I'm sure.
Let's go.
That's probably why moms are so ready and prepared when baby comes out, because they're like in relief of their own body, and they're just and the guys are like, it doesn't cross our mind until like the last little bit of time.
Well,
like,
I
oh
think
fuck, I'm about to have a kid.
it will hit you more when she's here.
Of course.
Yeah, but I don't know, like, because I thought I'd be more stressed about like the nursery and getting shit together, but I'm just so ready for her to be here that I'm like, everything will fall into place. Like,
Dude, wrap her in a towel. She'll be fine.
right. That's my point, is I'm just ready for her to be here. So I'm excited to give you guys an update, again, God willing, that it all went well. And we'll share next episode our story.
Yeah. Crazy.
We'll be different people then. We'll be parents. You'll be a daddy.
So since this is our last batched episode, so I've been able to see like previous episode comments and stuff like that. So let's talk about that a little bit. One thing is people were making fun of how I say avocados.
Oh, yeah, because
avocados.
you say, like, it's something that you do with the
Avocados.
avocado. See, I say avocado.
Avocado.
You also, there's another word that you say that's interesting that
Willy-nilly.
No, I think it's like vacation. How do you say that?
Vacation.
Maybe that's just like the cadence, like vacation. Like I say
When
it's
we do
vacation.
skits, there's certain words that I have a really hard time pronouncing, and I don't remember what they are.
I never know until the moment. I'm like, that's interesting.
We're like, we're gonna have to switch this sentence. Jon cannot say that word, or I blend my words together.
Did you ever go to speech? I think I've probably asked you that before. As a
No,
kid?
I didn't go to speech, but I was in special classes.
Okay, yeah, those are different.
I got extra time to take my test in elementary school.
Yeah.
I was actually in the trailers. I was in the trailers.
We know.
Me and Miss Buracker. It's Buracker.
Oh, okay.
She was the best. She had a mustache just like my dad, and she was so nice. Then I got to middle school, and then I
Look at you now.
look at me now.
Look at you now.
Still can't spell.
It's fine. You don't need to. No. You have spell
I
check.
should probably read.
You should probably read. I thought you were
more,
talking
yeah.
to me. I was like, read what? These questions, get into it already.
Kind of circling back to OB and
Going from the trailers
the
to the
fisting
OB.
at the OB.
Okay.
I don't know if I talked about this last episode, but it really does impress me how much pain tolerance you have. It's just crazy to me, like the things that I've seen you go through, and you're like, even our OB being like, wow, you're not swelling, or you seem like healthy, and I just feel like you have, I don't know, if I was you, I'd be just fucking miserable the whole time. And you really haven't complained that much. I mean, and I know when you are in pain, like it's a serious thing. But yeah, I'm just impressed. I'm impressed by your mental fortitude. I'm impressed by you're working out every day. You're eating healthy. You're like doing what you got to do. And to be able to do that for 9 months is hard. To do it for fucking 2 years, like you've been doing it, like that's
Number one, thank you. I feel like that's like one of the nicer things that you've ever said. But I think
I only say things that are true.
It comes from our previous pregnancy. Like therapy has just been huge. Having you as such a supportive partner has been huge. But I think I've gone through this pregnancy with such a different outlook on it. Like as opposed to complaining, I'm so thankful for it. Like previously, before I found out that Leo was high risk, like I was, annoyed that my body was changing, and I felt very vain, I guess, in that way. And I do care. So I looked at it this pregnancy as if like I feel so like blessed and lucky to have a healthy pregnancy, to have a healthy body. And so I'm going to continue to treat it as best as I could throughout. But I also attribute that to having a healthy pregnancy, because my mindset last time, I was so depressed and like I couldn't work out because I was high risk, but that really became like a domino effect. Like it impacted my diet, my well-being. And so this time around with therapy, with you, with just how things were such like a 180 from our previous pregnancy, I wanted to try to make the best of it that I could. And so I think like continuing to work out because I am healthy enough to, I feel like that's a blessing, being able to eat well. Like, so I just feel like it came from the perspective of what we experienced before. And again, I couldn't have done it without you. And
thanks, love.
This is like our last episode before like welcoming a baby. And I think going from our loss, that was like such a dark time last year. We took obviously a really long break, but like seeing how you showed up for me really solidified the fact that like.
Are you getting teary-eyed? No, it's so fucked up. I'm sorry. This is all such nice things you said. It sounds like something's in your throat, though.
No, I'm like,
no,
right now?
Like, could you go?
I don't think
The whole time you were talking, I'm like, I think she has something in her throat.
I don't. I'm just like trying not to cry.
I know this is a sentimental moment.
I'm just so excited.
The last thing I need is I'm not gonna get on the level of me getting upset. I can't do it.
I'm so excited to see you as a dad.
Okay. All right.
I feel like after like such tragic loss, like, obviously I've been very scared this pregnancy. Again, I just like couldn't be more grateful for like the partner that I have.
I love you, babe.
I couldn't have like gotten this far without you.
I think we've just been together so long. Like we just
my God,
a team.
Is my makeup everywhere?
Let me get you a tissue. Hold on.
Okay, no, I'm back. I just needed a minute. My makeup was smeared all over my face. I'm fine. But all in all,
I feel bad that because we're normally like on the same page. I don't know. I do think I'm just like not taking anything away from Leo. I'm just in such a happy, excited time right now because you've gone through this whole pregnancy, both of us, however you want to say it. Like, she's healthy. Like, we're literally going to have a baby girl coming soon. And I don't know. I just think that's like in the forefront of my mind right now. And like, we've been through so much together. And I'm just like, I'm proud of you,
Thanks, love. Yeah. I mean, again, I just feel like I've been holding my breath this whole pregnancy. And so like to be in the final week, again, to have you by my side as such a supportive partner, like it means the world. And I couldn't be more thankful for you. And I love you. And I'm excited to enter this new chapter together. Everyone on the other side listening is probably like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I'm pregnant. I've just been like so fucking scared. And so I'm just like ready to enter the new chapter because I know everyone's like, well, just wait. I'm like, I can't fucking wait. I'm so excited to have those fears about, having a living child. Like just getting through this one part is going to be such a huge milestone for us. So.
Speaking of just wait.
Yeah, you tell me, Jon.
So we had a reel a while back. I'm mixing all these. We had a reel a while back from one of our earlier episodes, and Alex and I were talking about how marriage isn't hard, life is hard. And I think people kind of took that out of context a little bit or didn't understand what we were saying.
Well, I would say 99% of people were like, this is true. Like when you choose the right partner, you navigate the hard moments of life together. But then there's the people outing themselves who are in shitty marriages and they're like, no, marriage is a lot of work. It's really hard. And I'm like, you're just tattling on yourself right now.
Or someone listing off like working 9 to 5, working one income, having, family type of, I'm like,
health issues.
That is all fucking life.
Right. Those are the hard parts of life that we're talking about.
You getting married to someone is a decision that you made. Don't rush into it.
I think, again, we've almost been together coming up this year on 9 years, married for 6.
Right, someone be like, just you wait till you get to 10.
Get to 15 years or whatever. And I just think, again, no matter what, like people who are in unhealthy relationships will continuously move the goalpost to be like, just wait. Oh, it's not until this, or just wait until you have kids. And it's like, we've experienced a lot together. And I think some profound experiences that a lot of people will never go through and hopefully won't, or, and there's going to be other challenges in our life. Like we know that having a child is going to be a new test to our marriage. But I put that under the life category where it's, the marriage part is us navigating that together. Of course, there's going to be sickness. Of course, there's going to be financial issues down the road. Of course, there's going to be problems with your kids. Like, that's life, though.
I can't stop thinking of anything but your analogy of bean soup.
Oh, the bean soup theory, which you didn't understand for a minute.
No, I get, but you go kind of.
Yeah, now you get it.
It's just when you watch something, I feel like everyone's trying to put themselves into that situation and then turning it around on like whatever their situation is. I mean, we're not talking about everything.
Right. Yeah. I'm not talking about the fact that your husband cheated on you or that your kid died. And like, there's so many different things. And it's always the what about this or what about me. But again, I think the majority of our listeners are self-aware. A lot of times when those videos go viral on the internet, like off on social media, the majority of those people are not listening to our episodes like with full context, or they don't really know who we are either. So
that goes back to the guy saying like we ripped one of his fucking videos and he found out it wasn't us. Like, do your homework, do your research, fact check.
No one cares.
If you're going to watch a 30-second reel, then watch the whole episode and see everything we said. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I guess we kind of do that to ourselves. We're like, this is going to be a fun one.
Right. But again, we put it out there because I was like, I didn't think that it would be a hot take saying that finding a good partner is, makes marriage not hard.
Or like we're besties, like fucking besties.
I know.
Though, like, I don't consider you like my friend, like my guy friends,
and you have
girlfriends.
My best girlfriends. Yeah. I don't consider you like my best girlfriend, but would I be lying if I said Jon isn't? Like, you should be best friends with your partner.
I mean, how are you not if you're together all day, every day? Like,
well, most people probably aren't with their partner all day, every day.
Well, you're with your partner at least once a day.
Yeah. Right. Like, if you don't...
You're with that person more than you are with your best friend.
See, I hate it. When we were doing weddings, I would hate when people would say, like, I'm marrying my best friend. My thing is because they should be. Like, that, obviously. Like, you have your best friends in your best friend like groups, but
there's
like
different contexts of best friend.
Exactly. Like you should be fucking marrying your best friend.
Should we have put a disclaimer when we said besties?
No, whatever. Jesus. And that's my point. Is like when these clips go viral.
You can't be best friends with you. I know.
Marriage is actually really hard for you because you married the wrong person. That's why.
Yeah, you're just projecting.
But anyway, now that we got the sappiness and everything out of the way, we're excited. I'm thankful for you. You're thankful for me.
That's right.
Yay. We'll give you guys the updates on how thankful we are in
the first episode back should be hilarious.
I know. We'll
Very
see.
interesting, at least.
We'll have a lot to catch up on, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
But speaking of marrying the right person, I've heard this so many times before that your soulmate looks like you. Like if you marry the right person, you guys kind of resemble each other. Like you look like your sibling, which is why, we're meant to be, is because we look like brother and sister, which I can't wait to see what she looks like because I know she's going to look like you, which in turn means she'll look like me. But so I logged on to our wedding Instagram account the other day, which used to be my high school account, or not my high school account, my account that I had made in college. So there was a lot of people on that account that I followed who I went to high school with, whose weddings we filmed. And so it's like interesting. Like it was very nostalgic. It like pulled up like all these people who I don't follow on my main account, like their feeds. And I'm like, oh my God, what's so-and-so up to? I have seen so many people's wedding photos and they all look like they married their sister or their brother.
Are you talking about our wedding account?
I'm telling you, I logged onto our wedding account and the people that I follow on that account were people I went to high school with or
People
weddings that we filmed.
Okay,
or
gotcha.
just like people I went to college with. Like just people
And they look like their
in
partner.
my past. Everyone who has gotten married in the past like few years that I have not logged onto that account looks like they married
So
their
we're all
sibling.
vain and just want to
Look like
be with someone that looks like each
I don't
other.
think it has to do with necessarily being vain. I mean, I've made that joke before that like I love myself, so why wouldn't I find someone who looks like me? Familiarity. What?
That makes sense though.
Yeah.
Dating someone that you're kind of like comfortable with their.
But I'm like, what is it about our brains that attracts us to a face that I analyzed someone who I knew, and this was like one of my cousin's friends who had just gotten married. And I was like, they are legitimately siblings, like these people, but they're not, but they look so much alike. How do you find a partner in this world that looks that
Our
has your
manager's
face?
cousin and his wife, and I thought it was his sister, and I was
that's
like,
true.
I was like, oh, you're blah blah sister.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm his
His
fucking wife.
fiance.
I was like,
Yeah, they're
or
married.
fiance. Yeah.
I know, but people, I just think it's so interesting how I'm like, you found someone who has your face in boy form or like girl form, and you just look.
It's creepy.
It's really creepy, but I'm like, I bet people think that about us.
But the weird thing is, like, you reconstructed your face to look like me.
People are like, you guys have the same nose. I'm like, great, this is not my nose, and I still gotta get it fixed again. Yeah, that was during COVID, during the pandemic. I got my nose fixed.
Guys, our daughter in every single photo, seriously, resting bitch face.
Well, we'll see what she comes out with. Hopefully she has a little bit of joy, but yeah, she hasn't smiled in one single photo.
My parents said my first word was no.
That's not shocking. That's not shocking at all.
If she's a little mini me, she'd
She's
be great.
going-
As soon as we go to like a pumpkin patch, she's like, no. I'm like,
No.
all right, let's go home.
Well, I noticed my nephew. I was like, oh my gosh, is this what I'm like, is this what I'm in for with
That's why I
our
vibed
daughter?
with them. I was like, I get it.
Yeah. Well, he's also the middle child and he's just like, he's the second born. But I'm holding him where like it's Christmas. We're like looking at these lights. His sister, my niece, is just like so fucking happy to be there. She's like, Candy Cane Lane, fuck yeah, let's go. And I'm like, let's go to Candy Cane Lane. He goes, I want to go home. He's 2.5 at the time.
I respect that.
I'm like, you don't want to go to Candy Cane Lane?
He doesn't need all that fancy shit. He's like,
I wanna go home.
He's like, overrated. Bring me home.
He was like, it's cold. I don't want to be held. I have boogers running down my face. I'm miserable. We like walk over to the fire pit. I'm like, you want a s'more? I want to go home. Oh, okay. I'm like, is this? And I was like, this would
He's
be
a
John's
cheap date.
kid.
Yeah.
This would be John's kid. So here we are. We'll see. I'm interested. That's what I'm excited for, is to see what her little personality is going to be like. But yeah, that's a segue into that people just marry people who look like them.
right.
But I do think that that's interesting. If you
Are you just like trying to make an excuse for us, or?
No, I just thought it was interesting because I'm like looking at these people and I'm like, wow, they look so similar. I'll just show you who I'm talking about later.
I don't know why I'm immediately thinking of like the royal family. Markle and him don't look anything alike.
But I bet if you actually analyze their faces, you could find similarities in them.
But I didn't even know they had a kid, by the way.
I think they have 2.
Wow. We were talking about this earlier. It's so funny to see like 48 hours after she had a kid, she's like fully dressed. They're showing the kid off to everyone. And then I saw, it was like an Instagram post, and this guy, he goes, and then everyone else. And he takes
Yeah.
a selfie of himself and the baby, and his wife's in the background facing the other way, and all she has on is a diaper.
I think that's like a thing that's always been around, or I don't know if it's tradition or what it is, that they have to like present the child.
I mean, that's their duty.
like, oh
You're
my
royalty.
God.
People want to see it.
Jeez, I
Get
would be
out
so
there.
tired. I'd be like, you go without me, Jon. Please. I'm good. The one thing that I saw someone do comparisons to, though, is how, and I don't know why they had brought up like the maternity outfits with like Princess Diana and Kate Middleton, and just how over the years, maternity looks have just changed so much. Like women used to hide their bellies and their pregnancies, which I think in workplaces, because I guess before there was like protection around like women and being pregnant, like they could get fired, and it was fine for them to get fired for being pregnant.
What?
And so anyway, they would like hide their pregnancies, but now like women are very, much more
proud of it.
Proud of it.
Yeah.
And it made me think of when we were on our baby moon in St. Vincent's. I'm like, I never remember what it was. Sandal St. Vincent's. An older woman and her husband had said that to me. She was like, you are just so beautiful. And I was like, thank you. And she's like, I love seeing young women being celebrating their bodies and having them out. She was like, your bump is just so, so cute. And she was like, we used to cover up back when I was pregnant. She was probably in her like 70s, but it was just so interesting to hear. I'm like, I can't imagine a world in which, again, well, I mean, when we were hiding it, I was covering it up, but in which you felt like it was a bad thing. Because I felt this pregnancy so like beautiful and so feminine. And
it's funny seeing like older people, and I like it too, like coming up to us. I get one couple out east, and he looked at me and they're like, you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they're like,
what?
You guys are cute. Or what did they say?
Yeah, like, I think that's what he said to us. He was like, no, he said like, you're doing it right. You guys are cute. You're doing it right, or something like that.
He's walking his dogs. I'm like, you're doing it right.
Yeah.
You and your wife. Yeah.
I want to be you.
Well, before we jump into questions and talk about what we're talking about today, something spooky happened to me last night. So again, I've just been cramping. It's always at night. I'm probably just dehydrated, but I'm like cramping, going to bed, and I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm leaning over the sink going to spit, and all of a sudden, one of the creepy crawlies falls out from like the lip of the sink, like from the what is it called? The
where the like, little sink drain hole is, like up high there.
Yes, exactly. It was another huge one. So I'm fucking freaking out. And what would you do if the sink water is on and you see a bug?
Splash it in the drain.
You splash it into the drain. These things, because they have 18,000 legs,
sprawled out.
It didn't move. It still was army crawling up the sink. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So now I'm like brushing my teeth, freaking the fuck out. And I'm like,
everyone's like, don't kill them. They're good for your house.
I'm sorry, I can't. Like, what am I supposed to do in that situation? Hold him? I couldn't leave him in the sink. I'm like just trying to, anyway. So I'm brushing my teeth. I grab a wad of toilet paper and I just squish him up and put him into the toilet.
Oh, look, I'm proud of you.
That was like the most brave I've been with
I don't know if I told you this, Al. You know how I drink out of the sink? I turned the water on, put my mouth, and it fell out of the...
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You're lying.
Yeah, so in the middle of the night when I drink out of the sink, I let it run for like 2 seconds before I drink.
It fell out is there not a filter? It fell out in your mouth?
Mm-hmm.
No,
it didn't fall into my mouth. Because as I went down to drink it, it fell out.
When was that?
I don't remember.
Rue, when was this?
I'm not going to fucking tell you. I didn't want to freak. I don't remember. It was like a couple weeks ago.
Oh my God.
I know.
Maybe that's what happened. Like I just didn't notice, but I'm like just brushing my teeth.
Maybe we should spray our house or something.
It's insane when people are like, leave them. I'm like, we've found probably at least 40 of them.
Yeah, leave them out. We got the fucking deer eating everything in the front yard.
The deer are different. They're very cute.
That deer in our nice trimmed up bush was in the bush, smashed everything down. I go, hey, get out of there.
Just leave him.
Okay.
He's like, the deer in our yard are just living their lives. They're like Kobe.
You see that zombie thing that's going on with the deers on Long Island?
It's probably on Fire Island. That's where they look like zombies. Remember that one time?
The rabbit's got like growths and shit all over its face. Now the deer are getting it.
The deer on our lawn are very cute. And you should let them eat our bushes.
Okay, you know what? Let's just get into questions.
The deer will trim our bushes as a unit, and you will trim my bush as my husband.
Speaking of trimming, no.
Speaking of trimming, yeah. So anyway, I didn't wash my face last night in the sink because I was too afraid that another one would fly out, and I'd open up my eyes and see one.
Ugh.
So yeah, the centipede things are still out and about. I'm like, that's why winter here is good, because I feel like the winter cold kills a lot of the things.
Will kill me, and I'll get another concussion again.
Oh, yeah.
I really learned my lesson about putting salt down. Guys, I had Kobe on a leash. This is before we even started the podcast.
Yeah.
I had Kobe on a leash. I'm like, I had my fucking Crocs on or something. And why did I bring him out on a leash? Because I didn't want him fighting the raccoons. It's like 9:00 at night. Open up the door. Yo, I slip. My legs are further than my head. I slam my head down. I don't remember shit.
Because it
Call
had
it a concussion.
snowed. So because it had snowed,
Light
melted,
snow.
and then it was a light snow, so you couldn't see that there was black ice underneath.
By the way, this was doors cracked open. I slipped down the stairs, land. I don't remember anything for about 3-4 seconds. I'm like,
Great. You already have dementia.
next thing I know, one Croc is all the way down the steps. My shoes aren't on. Kobe's somewhere gone with the leash. And I'm like, and I was like, what was that?
Well, I usually, because you're very clumsy, and I feel like we might have talked about this before, I usually don't come to your rescue because I'm like, Jon tripped on his Crocs again. But this one, I was like, oh, that sounded like a thud, and I heard you groan.
A thud?
It was.
An earthquake, earth shattering.
No. So yeah, I came out and I was like,
You
holy
didn't even care. You go, oh, you okay?
Yeah, I did.
And you just went back
Yes,
inside.
Jon, I
had a
gathered your
concussion.
shoes. I gathered your shoes, and I made sure that you didn't fall asleep. I checked your eyeballs. I asked you what year it was. I didn't even ask you to spell your name because I know you still would get that wrong.
I was like, I have a slight headache. You're like, yeah, okay.
That is bullshit. Literally, I made sure you were fine. I was like, do we need to go to the hospital?
You're asking the fucking concussed guy? I don't fucking know.
But you're the doctor.
No, I'm not.
Anyway, so why'd you bring that up? Just the winter? You're excited for the winter? No.
To put salt down.
Yeah, to put salt down. Yeah, it's necessary. Pro tip from Jon.
I like to learn the hard way.
Yeah, so the deer will still come around then too. I love the deer. I'm so glad that they're around, even though they bring Lyme disease and ticks to our property too, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So anyway, we are heading into spooky season. Tomorrow is October and we love it. We already have our costume planned.
Alex has our costume planned. Why, guys don't, I don't need to wear.
I don't care what you want.
I'm not going out with the fucking costume.
Our costume idea, Jon, our costume idea for this year, you literally don't have to do anything. Do you remember what it is?
Yes.
And you thought it was a good idea. You go, we have to do that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Are we just home for a photo?
Well, we'll take a photo and then
I'm not walking
I don't
around.
know. I guess it's not like she's of trick-or-treating age, but we have nieces and nephews.
Just, when she is of trick-or-treating age, I'll take her out. I don't have to dress up.
You do.
Why?
It's
Why do I have
fun.
to dress up? It's not fun.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Halloween.
It is.
I hate Halloween. I love 4th of July. I don't mind Christmas. I don't mind Thanksgiving. Halloween,
Whose
not
favorite
a
holiday
fan.
is the 4th of July?
Mine.
I know, but that's
And I never
rhetorical.
got off for 4th of July, but it's always boating, going out and partying. I guess that's not my lifestyle anymore.
Yeah, I was like, when was the last time you were on a boat for the 4th of July?
a long time ago. It was fun though. Reliving those old memories.
Yeah. Those days are gone.
Halloween grosses me out. I remember being in college and the buffet line and the buffet server. She's like, "You want scrambled eggs?" And she had fake blood and shit all over. It grossed me the fuck out. I couldn't even eat breakfast.
I can't believe that you ended up working in healthcare with how grossed out you get by.
I'm not eating while wiping someone's ass or helping someone. When I'm eating, I'm I can't even look at anyone if they got anything on their face.
I can't wait to see how you are with a baby, where it's just going to be nastiness all the time.
I used to feed people all the time at work because if they need adaptive equipment, I'm just shoveling spoonful of mush. That never bothered me. But I also wasn't eating. I was not eating at the same time.
Right. You could separate it.
Yeah.
How did we get here? Spooky season. We keep segueing, Jon. Stop
ahead,
distracting me. So, because we're heading into spooky season, today's episode is really just a mishmash of topics. Exes that haunt you, monster-in-laws, nightmare partners, horror dating stories, and just spooky situations that I thought were spooky. So, we're just going to go through it. There's nothing really specific. It's just intro into spooky season.
Perfect.
And then, oh my God, you know what we should do? We should dress up for the podcast. We should wear our costumes for the podcast. Yes, we're doing it. High five.
Absolutely not high fiving. No.
We did dress up that one year when we were living in LA. I was Ursula and you were Daddy Triton.
Okay, fine.
And you did the whole episode with your shirt off.
Yeah. I was sucking in the whole time. Do you guys? I just like roll over. I'm just like whatever Alex
Shut
wants.
up, Jon. Like you literally.
That's what I say all the time.
Poor Jon.
I go, yeah, whatever you want. I just say. I feel like that's my
not
saying
true.
all the time.
I want to hang out with you 24/7, and you don't let me have that.
We hang out in the same house together 24/7.
Yeah, but you're downstairs. I'm upstairs.
I'm like a cat.
You're like, I just want you near.
All right, let's go. Sure, we can dress up.
Let's jump into questions. Question number 1. After having my first child, my body naturally went through changes, like weight gain and my boobs becoming larger with more sag. I felt self-conscious about it, though I never really talked about those insecurities. One day, my mother-in-law was giving us Halloween costume suggestions and said, I know the perfect one for you. You should be an orangutan since you look like one with your saggy boobs and large stomach. We don't have this kind of joking relationship. She even went so far as to share her joke with her friends and all of my husband's friends. What she considered a joke left me feeling embarrassed and uncomfortable. How would you handle a situation like this?
That's rude as fuck. So she said that. I kind of missed the first part. She said that in front of people?
Yeah, she told that joke to her own friends and then her husband's friends as well about how her
What
daughter-in-law...
if you were just like, oh yeah, well, you look like a bitch. Like really just completely cut off. Be like, and if you ever say something like that again, I'm going to slap the shit out of you.
When is violence acceptable? You know, like
in this situation.
In these situations, because I'm just like, you deserve a smack. What?
I think, unfortunately, if you don't set the tone right there, she's going to just like letting anyone ever just roll over you.
But the worst is when someone says shit.
I'm not saying
then,
actually do physical violence.
No,
but
not
you
violence.
need to like actually, you need to nip it right there.
I know, but I'm saying sometimes in the moment, you're just so shocked by what someone has said that you're like, what the fuck? Like, it's just so out of pocket that you can't think of the great rebuttal in the moment. Like the amount of times, even throughout this pregnancy, that people have just made comments and like, I just am frozen. And then I think of a great reply after. I feel like that's the worst is in a situation like this, it's coming from your mother-in-law. You probably didn't have something locked and loaded to be like.
There was the mother-in-law who said that? I thought it was a friend. I know, I wasn't listening all the way. Oh my God, that's horrible.
Especially because it's like you built her grandchild. The fuck? She's also had kids. She knows what postpartum is like. Shut the fuck up. Did your husband say anything? Like, imagine, yeah, like imagine your mom. Your mom would never, hopefully. Imagine your mom said something like that to me. Would you say something to your mom?
I can't even process that because my mom's not that stupid.
And that's true too. Your mom is very
my mom is highly
intellectual.
intelligent. She would be smart enough not to say something like that. The fuck? I think you really be like, wow, I'm really hurt that you would say that about your daughter-in-law who's carrying your grandchild. That's kind of disrespectful. Thank you so much.
There are a lot of rebuttals to weird comments that people say that I think you just need in your inventory, like in your bank.
That's not a weird comment saying you look like a orangutan because you have a fat belly and saggy titties.
No. I'm saying rebuttals to weird comments.
I know. I'm saying that's not a weird comment. That's a fucking horribly rude comment.
Right.
It's so mean.
Yeah. And that's where I'm saying like, I think it's good to have an arsenal of responses to comments like this that are just out of pocket. Like,
what would you say?
Did that make you feel better? I don't know. I would honestly probably just start off
like, ha, you're never gonna see your grandchild.
Yeah, we should do a group costume then and you could be the leader. Like, I don't know.
That's corny as fuck.
Okay, we're clearly the best at comebacks.
I mean, I would just dig deep, like, oh my God, you're such a bitch.
yeah, and I feel like that sums it up. I'm operating.
I actually probably enjoy never seeing your grandchild. I just keep it like, just really, just dig deep.
I'd be like a mama orangutan. I'll beat the shit out of you.
Dig deep, but don't you? I do hate those people in your lives that are like close friends that if you get in a tiff with them and they cut deep, you know,
and then you cut back and they can't handle it.
Well, that's terrible. But in general, like having a close friend, those are dangerous people. Like having a close friend that you confide in and they'll like cut deep into you.
But that's not a good friend.
I
Just
know.
Like this.
That's
this is her projecting her own insecurities onto you, where she must feel like she's like, it's very pick me mentality, where it's like, who are you trying to impress here? Who are you? What are you trying to get a laugh at for? Out of who?
Right.
You know, it's like when it just gives very pick me energy. and it's weird that it's your fucking mother-in-law.
Right.
It's weird. So how would you handle a situation like this? I guess if you didn't say anything in the moment, I would have, because like, do you say something after? Would you bring this conversation up to your mother-in-law after? I would have my husband say something. I'd be like, dude, fucking.
I would have a hard time not saying something in the moment in front of everyone to really double down and be like, don't fucking cross me.
Mm-hmm.
Do not cross me. At least my husband's not dead. I don't know. You know, like whatever's going on in her life. Is that the first question? Move on.
Me move on or her move on?
Move on.
Next question. I dated a guy who I swear had some type of hair fetish. The first time we hooked up, as I was undressing on the edge of the bed, he came behind me, put his whole face into my hair, and inhaled deeply with a satisfying sigh. I froze, was weirded out, and contemplated just putting my clothes back on and leaving, but I ended up staying. I figured maybe he was just really drunk or high from smoking. Even after, he always seemed to be touching my hair and commenting on how soft it was or how good I smelled. Is a hair fetish a thing? I feel like I've never heard of it, but it definitely threw me for a loop.
I think anything's a fetish. Some chick farts in a glass and sends it to people. I mean, come on.
That's true.
Someone clips their toenails, sends it to people.
I don't know. I feel like hair, I don't know that I would have done that on date one, but like you have such luscious hair. I don't know that I like get into it and smell it though, but I do like to like.
No, you don't. I wish you did.
This morning, I was literally giving you the best head scratches.
Maybe
and I was
twice a year you scratch my head.
That's not true. You have the thickest hair, so I like to like run my hands through it. I'm like, must be nice. But no, a hair fetish could totally be a thing. Maybe he likes your shampoo.
Maybe he wants to murder you. Maybe get out of there.
Yeah, I don't think that they're dating. She said we didn't last long.
Okay,
LOL.
yeah. He keep tabs on him.
Next question. My husband recently found out he has HSV2, genital herpes. I haven't told anyone because I'm so confused and frankly embarrassed. We've been together for just shy of 10 years. He says he's never cheated and that he must have had HSV2 all this time without knowing until he experienced symptoms for the first time this year. We've had unprotected sex for nearly our entire relationship and I've never contracted it. We have one child together and we both want one more. I want to believe that he's telling the truth and didn't cheat, but the logical part of me can't understand how I never got it if he's had it this whole time. When I expressed my doubts, he insisted he didn't cheat and gets distraught at the idea that I don't believe him. His explanation is that he's had it for 10 plus years, contracted it before we got together, but didn't know because he never had an outbreak until now. I feel stuck. I want to stay married and grow our family, but if he cheated, I'd definitely divorce him. Is he telling me the truth or just lying to prevent me from leaving?
If you don't have an outbreak, but within 10 years, I don't want to say for a fact.
I know. I'm like,
if you're in good health
doctor.
and you don't have like it's not like coming around, but like when you're sick and your immune system's low, normally like that's when you can get like cold sores and shit like that. I don't 100. Dude, I'm not a fucking doctor. I'm not a doctor. I don't know enough about that.
He's a love doctor, guys.
I'm a love doctor, not a herpes doctor or wart doctor, whatever. I mean, signs are pointing to cheating. It's been 10 years and you've had unprotected sex for 10 years and you've never contracted it.
But I guess you really would only contract it if he had an outbreak, but it's weird timing. I don't know. Can it lie dormant for that many years and then you get a sudden outbreak?
The first part of her being like, and I don't want to tell anyone, like, who the fuck are you going to tell?
Maybe the doctor. Or
well, you
yeah,
talk to
that's
the doctor,
true
but
too.
like, who are you going to tell your friends about it?
Right, that's true. Yeah.
You're going to out yourself?
I don't know. Maybe Google can tell us. Great Google. All it says is an indefinite period. So like, what the fuck does that mean? It says, but then this other Planned Parenthood, it says it could be dormant and not active in your body for 30 years. So I don't know. Are there any other red flags in your relationship?
Have you checked your kid?
Yeah. Well, she would have been tested when she was pregnant because I was tested. And so I just feel like if you're having a baby, so I'm sure, if she doesn't have it, her kid most likely doesn't have it. If we were in the court of law and it was prosecutor versus defendant on if this person gave me herpes or not, based off of the facts and the information that's out there,
innocent until proven guilty, because if it says it could be dormant, how are you going to prove that it's not?
I think there would be other red flags in your relationship that you would pick up on. And if not, you will pick up on eventually. You know, like I just think that the truth will come out. And if he's not lying, then he's not lying. But I just think we don't know enough about the virus itself to say for sure that he just contracted it or if he's had it for 10 years. I would maybe talk to your OB about it and just be like, hey, patient confidentiality. This is now something, and it is something now that you actually have to consider in your sex life moving
We're also
forward.
looking on fucking Google and you search for 2 seconds. Like, how do we don't fucking know.
Exactly. I don't know. That's why I'm like, talk to your fucking doctor.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Next question. I've been dating someone for 6 months and I really like her. We have a strong bond. Her daughter and I get along. Her family loves me and mine loves her. It has honestly felt like everything I've ever wanted in a relationship. I'm very traditional and she recently disclosed that she's bisexual, which isn't something I'm comfortable with. Had I known that up front, I probably wouldn't have pursued the relationship, but I've genuinely fallen for her. She also mentioned that she occasionally likes threesomes. I told her how I felt, that it's a deal breaker for me. I can't be with someone who wants to involve other people in the bedroom. She said she'd
Another
never...
girl or another guy?
Doesn't say. Probably another girl if she's bisexual. She said she'd never do anything that makes me uncomfortable, but I worry deep down that she'll want it eventually and I won't be able to give it to her. I'm disgusted by the idea of a threesome. To me, it feels like asking for permission to cheat. I'm a one-woman guy, so I'm assuming a woman that she would bring in. She hasn't brought it up since, but I'm worried this could build into resentment in the future. Am I overthinking this? Have you watched Hunting Wives? That is your future.
I have 2 friends. Both of them, one was married, lasted 6 months. His wife ended up being bisexual.
Did she say that she was bisexual in the beginning of their relationship?
I don't remember. And then my other friend was like living with her for like 3 years, and then they broke up and she went to a girl right afterwards. So both guys, both their girls went to girls right afterwards. I mean,
I think this is more of a communication thing, though. Like you don't want to stop her from being who she is, but you have boundaries as well, and that's okay. And if that doesn't
how
float
long
your
were
boat,
they dating until she said it?
they've been dating for 6 months, and then he said that if this is something that would have been a deal breaker in the beginning, why is it not a deal breaker now? Like now because you're invested and you like her, but 6 months.
Oh, she did say something in the beginning?
No,
She didn't.
I'm saying he said that if she said it in the beginning, it would have been a deal breaker.
Right.
She said it now, but now he's a little bit more invested, so he doesn't want to.
That's unfair. Think about what is the purpose. What do you think the reasoning for her not telling him in the beginning? Because she didn't want him to think a certain way and to break it off.
I guess.
What is your intentions? Because 6 months, when you start dating someone in the beginning, you're seeing a lot of each other. You know, you learn about each other. You don't need 6 months to like feel like you're in a serious relationship.
Being bisexual is something that
don't yuck someone's yum. I get that. But if one party member is not for that, that's unfair to put that on that person.
No, what I'm saying is I don't think it's the fact that she's bisexual, because I don't know that that's something that like you necessarily need to know right up front. It's the fact that she wants to have threesomes that is like a current, because if you're bisexual but you're in a committed relationship, you're in a committed relationship. The same thing goes for someone who's straight.
You're not
exactly
acting,
like I'm straight doesn't mean that I'm just gonna go like date other dudes.
Okay,
you know?
Yeah,
so
that
like,
makes sense.
But like it's the threesome situation where she's like, oh, I like to have a little bit more excitement in the bedroom, where you're like, absolutely not. We don't need to involve people. That's where I'm like, if you have very different ideas here, and that's something that she's expressed that she likes.
Wow, you've come a long way in your takes. That's you breaking it down like that makes a lot of sense.
What do you mean? It's just like,
I didn't even think about that. I was like, oh, well, if she's bisexual, then that's unfair. But it's like, no, because she's not acting on it.
yeah.
Well, if she wasn't, but it's because she did say that. Now that's fucked up.
Who you like? If she was chose to date a woman, and she's as long as you're committed to the person you're in a relationship with, it's just that he doesn't want to have a third party involved, which is fine. That's your boundary. So I think you're not overthinking it. I think that she's made it clear that like, or have the conversation with her and be like, hey, I am not ever going to have a threesome. It's not in the cards for me. If that's something that you're going to want and you're going to get resentful over time, this isn't going to work. Again, you've only been dating for 6 months. Like in the scheme of things.
The shitty thing is she wants her cake and eat it too, right? Maybe, or she'd be like, no, I'm not gonna, like, I'm fine. But that's always gonna be in the back of his head, like, is she actually gonna be fine, or down the road, is this gonna come up again? Because you don't want to waste your time. But she doesn't know either. Like, she could be fine now, but it could change down the road. But I guess you could say that about anything.
Yeah. I mean, is she gonna?
Because he could be like, I like women now, but then he likes dudes a couple of years later. Then it could be, it's the same thing. You never know. People's political view changes.
But that's why you have to make decisions based off the information that you have in that moment. So you have to ask her in that in today's knowledge, what she has. Do you want to continue? Do you want to have threesomes? I just think it's an open conversation.
That changes my mindset on everything now, because that's the same question like we had previous, where the girl's like, we didn't want kids in the beginning.
Yeah. But again, nothing, I mean, people evolve. People do change in ways. It's like the bridesmaids conversation. Do you think people really change? No. I think but they do. They change. I don't know. So I just think it's a conversation if she, again, is already seeking to have a threesome and that is a non-negotiable for you. It's a conversation. But, again, down the road, could she potentially go buy $100 and get one? Don't watch Hunting Wives, because that's the whole show is being bisexual and threesomes and infidelity.
Yeah, I don't envy that guy, because that would be in the back of my head all the time too. Be like, is she good with just me?
Yeah.
Hunting Wise, the one scene I walked by, she was watching some high school kid getting head on the bed. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And she was watching him from the door.
That show, good show, but it really I was not expecting any of it. When I first started it, it really threw me for a loop. And I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, next question. My boyfriend and his ex-wife, the mother of his kids, have what I believe is an extremely unhealthy relationship. He calls it co-parenting, but she constantly sends him photos and videos with comments like, I hope this cheers you up. I've told him that this isn't normal and it feels inappropriate. It's mostly her initiating, but he refuses to set boundaries and claims that I'm delusional. Am I in the wrong here, or is he? Please help. Oh, because I'm also 5 months pregnant with his child.
Oh.
I know. I was going to say, just break up with him.
Right.
But now you still could break up with him and not be with him if he doesn't set those boundaries.
I feel like this has been going on longer than the pregnancy. You know what I mean? This has probably been going on a while. That's on you. Come on. You shouldn't have stayed in that.
Well, now she is in it. But you don't have to stay in it just because you're pregnant. You don't,
but you're also
just dating.
Guys, use your fucking common sense.
Use your thinking caps.
Please. Is this okay that my boyfriend or husband, whatever, is talking to his ex in a non-platonic way? Fuck, come on.
Photos and videos of their kids being if me and you weren't together and we co-parented.
It doesn't matter what it is. I hope this makes your day better. Shut up. Are you flirting with me?
I mean, I would always flirt with you. Always. Never forget that.
Okay. That's why people think we're disgusting.
Who thinks we're disgusting?
Someone was like,
actually, I don't want to know.
We were talking about your husband or your partner should be your best friend. She goes, you guys are just rubbing it in now.
What? Again, shut up.
By the way, rubbing it in, the bar's on the floor.
The bar's on the floor.
We're just surviving.
You want to like the person who you married?
Bar's on the floor.
You're rubbing it in. Sorry for existing with a person I like and I'm attracted to? God forbid.
Bar's on the floor. I mean, rubbing it in.
Wow. We need to be more humble, Jon. Yeah, I at this point, I think this is really up to you. You're pregnant with his child now. You have to establish the boundaries that are important to you. If he doesn't, do you need to stay with him? No, you're also not married.
Does it upset you? Yes. Should you say something? Yes. Figure it out. Next question.
Next question. I've been with my husband for 15 years, since high school. Been married for 8. He's been in the military since right after we got married, and he recently had a big promotion ceremony. His family came and we all went out for a big lunch to celebrate. Afterwards, in the parking lot, his sister went around telling everyone, Mom wants a photo. My husband turned to me and said, honey, come over for a photo. And his sister immediately said, no, Mom said just family. My husband instantly replied, that's my wife. She is my family. We took the photo, but we left furious. Are we blowing this out of proportion? Kudos to your husband.
Yeah. But did
Good
you
husband.
also make sure your mom said that?
True.
'Cause
Was
wouldn't-
it just from
I don't
the
trust
sister?
shit. No, I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, did she say that?
Right.
Mom. Hey, Ma. Did you just say what Becky said?
Yeah.
I don't think the mom said that.
Yeah, fact check. But also, do you have a history of like not getting along with the sister or potentially the mom? Either way, you've been together for 15 years and married for 8, and someone has the audacity to be like,
Oh, I
family
could see a
only.
mom doing that. There are mothers that are jealous of their daughter-in-laws.
Weird.
It's weird.
Thank God. Your mom is so busy just like focused on herself that like she doesn't
Here's
care
the thing.
about.
Occupy your fucking time. When
Yeah.
people are bored, they make shit up. They always think something's wrong with themselves. Like, oh, I'm sick. I gotta go to the fucking doctor. Like, work. Do something that gives you purpose so you just shut the fuck up, live your lives, and stop bothering people with nonsense and bullshit.
Yep.
The mom doing
Bored.
that is bored.
Well, the mom didn't say it. Technically, the sister did.
If she
but yeah.
did, the mom's bored. She's spicing up her life.
But like mom said, like maybe the sister took
Just
it out of
family?
context though, because saying family, like if your mom said family photo, I'm assuming I'm in that. You know what I mean? Like if we're at a group party and people are there who are from all walks of life, you know, friends, family, acquaintances, and your mom was like, family photo, I wouldn't, and she said, just family, I'm included in that. I'm family. So maybe your sister was the one who was, or whatever, your
It doesn't
sister-in-law.
matter. Mom or sister-in-law, or you did something to piss them off.
I'd have more of a problem with the sister-in-law, not the family, or not the mom, is what I'm saying. Like the sister-in-law is the one who was like, no, mom said just family. Like,
Sounds like she didn't really step up for you either. So
I'm saying that she might have misinterpreted it from her mom in a way that is negative against you. Does that make sense? Anyway, you are not blowing it out of proportion. That's fucking annoying. But it's also just like your husband set that boundary. There's really nothing to be annoyed at here. Like you guys are good. People are going to talk
your husband
shit.
defended you. So
Yeah. Next question. When I was 6 months pregnant, my partner cheated on me. What made it worse was that the woman he cheated with knew we were together and pregnant, but she continued the affair anyway until she suddenly had a change of heart and ended it. He apologized and did all the right things to convince me we were moving forward. But fast forward, our son is now 1 year old, and I discovered that that same woman was still in his Instagram messages,
Shocker.
laughing and liking his stories. I messaged her myself, telling her to stay in her lane. Instead of respecting that, she called him directly, which led to them talking again. I'm going to pause this question.
Why are you
Why are
messaging her?
Why are you not taking this up with your fucking loser husband? Let me finish. I kicked him out. Okay, there we go. And we broke up for 2 months. But he came back saying that that's not what he wanted.
I would just end this question. You're an idiot.
I let him back in because I wanted my family more than anything. He doesn't like you.
You don't have a family. Guy, there's no family. It's you and your kid. You're bringing that nightmare in that's going to ruin your life and your kid's life, by the way.
Okay.
Good luck.
It's been a few months, but I still feel so hurt. I love him, but the resentment lingers, and I don't know if I
yourself.
should. I don't know if I should fight for this relationship or finally walk away. What would you do? Walk away. You're embarrassing yourself, girl. What the fuck? You think that he's gonna change?
This is not a real question. She's
You
like,
think someone is
this
just rage
person's
baiting
like, let
us?
me just rage bait Jon and Alex.
Maybe.
I love my family so. Have some self-respect. Listen, something happens once, depending on the situation and what happened. I'm not gonna say I'm not against second chances, depending on the situation. But this guy was fucking this chick while you were pregnant.
Heavy on the depending on what it was. Like, how did you find out?
You were pregnant.
You were pregnant.
In the most vulnerable time in your life, and this guy is not by your side.
And then for him to come crawling back and be like, I fucked up. Perfect. Now you could go to therapy. You could work on your relationship.
No.
He's showing.
That's not. This isn't a scenario where you let that.
No. But I'm saying she already did. She She was like, he's apologized.
You messed
whatever.
up the first time.
Yeah. And then he's coming back. Whatever. But now he's literally showing you who he is. He's talking to this same woman, and you're going to call her out? The fact that you even thought to waste your time on the other woman as opposed to look directly at your husband and go, what the fuck are you doing? That's where like the problem lies.
It's wild that like people think that the other person, like that person's not even in the fucking equation. It's
like
your husband. It's your partner.
What made it worse is that the woman he cheated with knew we were together and pregnant. Your husband knew you were pregnant.
Yeah.
Your husband fucking knew. Who cares what she knew? You're with a piece of shit.
Oh.
Why are we blaming? And I get that, like, yes, the other woman, she's a piece of shit in her own. But he is to blame for 100%. You could give the other girl, yeah, she's a piece of shit too. But like,
the fact that's not even a new girl is an even more slap in the face.
Right.
I don't want this chick. And then still messaging her, still on Instagram, and then talking to her again.
And you're like, I'm hurt. Of course you're hurt. You loved him, but he betrayed you. And you're going to keep going.
This is where the person will come to the comments like, well, marriage is hard. Exactly. These fucking stupid
Full
people.
circle. Marriage is hard. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, Jon. Yes, when you marry pieces of shit like this, marriage is hard.
Should we have sympathy?
No, I don't, because like you're being dumb. Like you have to stand up for yourself. Girl, like stand up, walk away. This guy does not give a shit about your feelings. To do that while you're pregnant.
No, it's fucked up though. There are people out there that they're like, in the eyes of God, marriage is unbreakable. I'm like, how is this not a scenario where you should not be with someone? It's unhealthy. It's unsafe.
Toxic.
Your mental well-being. Oh my God, your self-respect for you, the safety of your child's mental. Look, think about this guy coming back and forth into your life. Back and forth into your kid's life.
Right.
How horrible is that for them and their fucking
Mental health.
Yeah.
I hope that this isn't a real question because
Moving on.
I just don't want it to.
Good luck. I'm not even giving you advice. You should know better.
So those are all of our questions. Of course, you know I like to give you the worst one for last. I do have like a story. It's not necessarily a secret, but just kind of like an interesting, like spooky. It's not even Halloween based. I don't even know. Whatever. I'm just going to get into it. I was dating a guy years ago who was about 8 years older than me. One casual night at his place, we ordered food and we were watching a movie when out of nowhere he asked, "Do you want to see my wand?" My mind immediately went to a sexual place, like his wand. I hesitated, but I said, sure. He jumped.
Abracadabra.
He jumped up, ran to his room, and came back with a box of Harry Potter wands, excitedly showing them off. I tried to keep a straight face and acted invested, but it was not what I was expecting. After I left, I called my friend and we had a good laugh. I mean, I like Harry Potter, but wow, not the wand I thought he was talking about.
Seems like a good dude. I wonder if you ended up hooking up. I kind of want to know the end of that.
I was like,
you guys still hanging?
Depending on how that went, like I wouldn't hate that.
You can have this guy or the guy who cheats on you with the same person.
Like I would 100% choose Wand Man.
Yeah.
Over probably anyone. If you showed me your box of wands, I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, we're going to Disney or not? We're going to Orlando."
Give nerds a bad rap. I'm telling you, like those are the people you want later in life. People who just not obsessively game, but like instead of going out and doing stuff and getting into trouble, they're like, I'm gonna work, I love my family, I'm gonna game a little bit at night or watch Harry Potter. You know, those are the people you want.
I can think of like 3 different video trends that you could do with this guy, where it's like the one where it starts with you and you would look at the camera and you're like, my boyfriend is about to show you his wand collection. Be nice.
Oh yeah.
Or again, just like you guys running around Harry Potter world in Orlando studios, just having a blast, Avada-Kedaving. Like fall season would just be great. You guys just like binge watching. And it's like, oh, my husband, oh, he must be out talking to other girls. And it's like what he's really doing. I don't know. Cool. I don't think that this is a red flag. I think it's a green flag.
Yeah.
I think that you guys could have a really cute time together. I'm sure you're not talking anymore, but
Harry Potter wedding. Abracadabra, poof, you land in the altar.
Not abracadabra, but whatever. Avada-kedavra?
Avocado soda.
Avocado soda. Maybe.
Did you see that one video of the Italian guy? He's like one of the Italian.
Supersada.
A supersada.
A mozzarella. If Harry Potter.
Gabagoo.
Yeah. That was a while ago.
That was a good one though.
I know. Anyway,
Okay,
that's it. I'm excited to do a Harry Potter binge watch.
Yeah.
Marathon.
With her in the winter months. Do you have a rec?
My rec is find a Jon. If you're
Wow, that's
if
nice.
you're in a shit relationship, or if you're just like dating, don't settle because life is hard. We had a hard year.
I wouldn't say find a Jon. I'm a basic person. Don't hype me up. Just find someone who is
Compatible to you, who's like the best partner for you. Because the things we talk about this, where I'm like, I know that I wasn't a good partner. I'm not a good partner for everyone. Some people would hate me, just like some people would hate being with you.
Of course.
You're like, that's not what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying one trait that I think I have that like is for a good person, a good partner. Find someone with common sense. That's it. Find someone with common sense. Someone with common sense normally is steering in the right direction, and that is bare minimum.
I don't know. I would say emotional awareness, like self-awareness, emotional
Common
intelligence.
sense kind of goes with that. You could common sense tiptoes in a couple of these little different areas.
Yeah, maybe, but I just think that there's a lot of traits that you need in a person. Well, I don't think that you have to be like so stark on certain things. I literally was just trying to like make a vague
It makes me uncomfortable.
compliment.
It makes me
Just
uncomfortable. My turn.
Find a good partner.
I
Don't
like.
settle.
I don't like when I get like credit or whatever.
Compliments. You literally, your love language is words of affirmation.
In private.
You don't like it on this public platform. I'll tell you later.
Mine are so dumb.
What?
But I will say this because I don't think people think about it. Car service over an Uber, because Uber's, it's not all the time is Uber or Lyft or any of those cheaper than a car service. I think car service is underrated because when we go to the airport, sometimes a car service is actually cheaper and it's nicer and it's a nice car. Then you get the regular Uber, it's like $150 more.
We haven't done that though at all. We've always just
we have
scheduled
in the
Uber.
past, like a while ago.
I know, before Uber.
So look into your local car service.
Sure, that's
Go
a good
back.
idea.
You know, Uber used to be cheap and now it's so expensive. Anyways, use your local car service maybe instead of Uber or Lyft. They're all great, but I just think, think about the little man.
Yeah, we love shopping local and supporting your small businesses.
Boom.
And you know what else I want to give a rec for this season? Make a homemade grilled cheese and tomato soup. We did that yesterday, and it was just so lovely and cozy. And I think I want to have that for dinner tonight too. What?
And it'll be on Jon's cooking journey. Alex, why would you not plug Jon's cooking journey? That's where we did it. You're going to see that video at some point.
You'll probably see it before this episode comes out.
True.
Maybe. But anyways, guys, I'm so excited to give you updates about, everything.
We'll see you
next
soon.
week.
We'll see you soon.
Next week, technically.
So guys, like, subscribe, email, comment, do all the things.
If you want to follow us, you could find us at Give It To Me Straight Podcast everywhere on socials. And if you want to ask us an anonymous question, you could do so with the link in our bio, in our show notes, or email us at hello@giveittomestraightpodcast.com. And we will see you next week.
Ciao, ciao. Bye.